Yes, it's the beginning of a new church year, and we think of that as something linear, that time is moving forward, we're starting fresh, but actually it's the beginning of a season when we can think more like a circle, more like something eternal. Hi, I'm BJ. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today. I'm practicing a figure 8 procession. I'm actually sneaking carefully around the labyrinth. Always walk carefully, wear your socks around that. But this Sunday at the 11:15, we're going to be doing a figure 8 procession to start the service. We're getting that from Lisa Fishbeck, who is our guest liturgist throughout the whole morning. So she's actually going to help create our 9 a.m. Abundant Table service this morning. She comes to us after having served for almost 20 years as a missioner, a priest in a new church that often for many years worshiped without walls, and then actually moved a church about 100 years, moved a physical building that was more than 100 years old so that they could occupy that space. So they had time both in a building and outside a building, and they learned something about what liturgy is in our day and age. And I'll get to the figure 8 part in just a minute. I'm about halfway through. But here's the thing, it's something intimate, and you're never actually halfway through. Anyway, something that they learned was that there are particular joys and challenges of creating liturgy that is outside of a building and a traditional church setting. And then they realized when they came into a building that there were all kinds of challenges once you're inside of it too. Well, here I am inside the cathedral, kind of the quintessential church building. And you know what? In today's moment, day and age, whether it's sort of without the church at the center of the world as we thought it once was, in this post-COVID era, amid all the things that are changing, we have a lot to learn from that, because we're often having to create things and learn about it on the fly, and we realize that there are joys in that moment and there are also great challenges in that moment. So one of the things that they did, this is the Church of the Advocate where they were, is they would do a procession that is a figure 8. I don't know how often they did that. We've done it from time to time, especially at some of the more solemn liturgies. Now, is it because we just love to get in a parade and do that? Maybe. But it's more than that. Yes, we do love a good procession. We're good Episcopalians. But the point is, this figure 8, it's a symbol of eternity. It's a symbol of time that is far beyond our own linear understandings of what it might be, and a belief that God holds us within and beyond time. And imagine that as a symbol that begins our gathering in worship as we come together to celebrate, and this is a phrase Lisa uses often, to become the body of Christ together. It's just one little action, one little symbol. It's a pretty wonderful one. And we'll be doing it this Sunday. We'll be doing all sorts of creative things as well when at the 9 a.m. is Abundant Table service. Hope you'll join us for that. But as we begin the season of Advent, it's just a reminder, a remembrance that time is not just a quick linear path. Well, it's never quick, is it? But rather it is something infinite, and it's where God holds us. Blessings, and thanks for spending some time with me this morning.